price you pay for your ticket, the time you bought it, and even the seat you selected are all part of an intricate system known as Airline Revenue Management. Behind the scenes, airlines are constantly fine-tuning this system, working to fill every seat on a flight at the highest possible revenue, all while ensuring they remain competitive. It's a delicate balance of data, demand, and human psychology. And it's what keeps the aviation industry profitable in an environment where margins are notoriously thin. At its core, airline revenue management is about optimizing two crucial variables: load factor, the percentage of seats sold, and yield, the average revenue per passenger. If too few seats are sold, the flight operates at a loss. If seats are sold too cheaply, revenue potential is squandered. The goal is to strike a balance, selling just the right number of seats at just the right prices to maximize revenue for each flight. Achieving this requires a mix of advanced technology, historical analysis, and real-time market monitoring. One of the most visible tools of revenue management is dynamic pricing. If you've ever watched the cost of a ticket rise and fall over time, you've witnessed it in action. Airlines use algorithms to adjust ticket prices in response to a wide range of factors: how far in advance the flight is, how many seats are left, historical demand trends, competitor pricing, and even external events like holidays or conferences. Early in the booking window, tickets are often cheaper to attract budget-conscious travelers and gauge demand. As the departure date approaches, prices increase, targeting last-minute buyers willing to pay a premium. But dynamic pricing is only part of the story. Airlines also segment their customers to tailor offerings and pricing to different types of travelers. Business travelers, for example, are often willing to pay more for flexibility and premium services, while leisure travelers are more price-sensitive and likely to book well in advance. To capture both markets, airlines offer multiple fare classes, each with its own set of rules and restrictions. A single economy cabin might have passengers who paid vastly different amounts for their seats, depending on when and how they booked. Revenue management doesn't stop at selling seats. Ancillary revenue, fees from baggage, seat selection, in-flight meals and upgrades, has become an increasingly important part of the system. Low-cost carriers in particular rely heavily on these additional charges, which allow them to offer low base fares while boosting overall revenue. For traditional airlines, ancillary revenue provides an opportunity to upsell passengers who are willing to pay for added comfort or convenience. Technology plays a central role in modern revenue management. Some airlines use sophisticated systems powered by artificial intelligence and machine learning to forecast demand, monitor competitor behavior, and adjust strategies in real time. These systems analyze enormous amounts of data, from booking patterns and economic indicators to weather forecasts and global events. If a major competitor suddenly offers a sale or a natural disaster disrupts travel, these systems can quickly adjust pricing and inventory strategies to respond. Another critical element is overbooking, a practice that may frustrate passengers but is essential for maximizing revenue. Airlines know that a certain percentage of passengers will fail to show up for their flights, whether due to cancellations or missed connections. By overbooking, they ensure that most flights leave as full as possible. It's a calculated risk, based on historical no-show rates and sophisticated modeling. But when miscalculated, it can lead to the infamous scenario of passengers being bumped from their flights. Airline revenue management also extends beyond the individual flight. Carriers look at their entire network, adjusting prices and availability to ensure profitability across all routes. For example, if a connecting flight is underperforming, an airline might offer lower fares to fill those seats while maintaining higher prices on the more popular legs of the journey. Airlines also allocate capacity strategically, deploying larger aircraft or increasing frequency on high-demand routes while reducing service on less profitable ones. Loyalty programs are another subtle but powerful tool in revenue management. By incentivizing repeat bookings, airlines can create more predictable demand and foster brand loyalty. Frequent flyer miles aren't just a customer perk. They're a currency that airlines carefully manage, often selling miles to credit card companies or other partners as an additional source of revenue. The pandemic tested revenue management systems like never before. With demand plummeting and traditional patterns disrupted, airlines had to rethink their strategies on the fly. Dynamic pricing algorithms, designed for normal market conditions, struggled to cope with the unpredictability of travel restrictions and fluctuating consumer confidence. In response, airlines leaned heavily on cargo operations, flexible ticket policies, and government support to weather the storm. Airline revenue management is as much an art as it is a science. It requires a deep understanding of consumer behavior, market dynamics, and operational constraints. The next time you book a flight, consider the intricate dance that determined the price you paid. Behind that number lies a complex system working tirelessly to ensure that every seat, every route, and every ancillary service contributes to the airline's financial success. It's a fascinating blend of technology, strategy, and economics, all aimed at achieving the perfect balance between cost, demand, and profitability. Successful revenue management is driven by manipulating load factors. Click here to find out more about this important metric. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.